Hello, this is Charlene Riley, and today is Thursday, August 24th, 2017 at 7:44 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm ready to do some trading and record my trading session. The first thing I want to do is look at my FX book and check out the economic calendar. We see that the Sydney market is currently open right now and that Tokyo opens in 15 minutes. Right now, the only high impact report coming up is the U.S. Jackson Hole Symposium report. That's a high impact, but it doesn't have any numbers to go with it. And looking at what happened throughout the day, there were several low and medium impact Japan reports, and there's a low impact Japan report coming out. So nothing really going on in the last hour or so. So now I want to check out. First thing I want to check out is the next thing I want to check out is how much I can trade with today. So my current account balance is $996.56. I created this little spreadsheet so that I could quickly determine my daily risk threshold and the maximum number of pips per day and per trade. My daily risk threshold is 2%. So with my current account balance, that's a total of $19.93 that I could $19.93 that I could risk today. And that's a maximum number of pips of 199 pips on a 10-cent lot size or 100 pips on a 20-cent lot size. My maximum risk per trade is 1/2 of 1%, so that will be $4.98, and that translates to 50 cents per pip. Well, 50 pips per trade on a 10-cent lot size, or 25 cents per pip on a 20-cent lot size. So now that I know what I can trade with, I am ready to go to the markets. And again, the Sydney market is open right now, and the Tokyo will be opening in about 15 minutes. So the pairs that I use during this time period, during these markets, are the Australian dollar JPY, the Australian New Zealand, and the British pound JPY. And I am also trying out the Euro JPY to determine whether or not I'm going to use that in my trading plan. So the first thing I want to, now that I'm here in the markets, I want to check and make sure that my Fibonacci lines are up to date. So I'm going to start with the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, since the Sydney market is open. And I see that my fib lines are up to date. Looking at, ready to do my multi-frame analysis, and I see that Overall, on the daily chart, the market is in an uptrend. I previously plotted the market low, and I plotted the market high, and it has since gone up a little higher, but I've already plotted a support and resistance line up here. So I know that the overall market trend for the last week or so has been an uptrend. Now, looking at the 4-hour chart, I see again that the market has been in an uptrend on the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, but that is currently in consolidation. Now, and I have the support and resistance lines that I plotted are still good, and the Fibonacci lines are also still good. Next, I'll look at my 1-hour chart, and I still see the overall uptrend, although it does seem like a bit of consolidation. The market's been fluctuating within a range of about 30 pips, 30 to 40 pips. So we're okay there. And now I'm looking at my 15-minute chart, and I see that the overall trend is an uptrend, but there's been a downtrend and now some market uncertainty. I'm going to trade on the 15-minute chart. The wording that was here, am I recording? Okay, yeah, I am recording. Okay, so the wording that's here on the chart is from previous trades and trade setups. So I'll just update that, and I'll note that the, note that the major trend is an uptrend, and the current trend is a downtrend. Now, my primary strategy is breakthroughs of support and resistance lines. I will always, my primary strategy is to look for breakthroughs of support and resistance according to the trends or reversals of trends. And I primarily use the stochastic oscillator to confirm the trend or reversal of the trend. And I also use market volume or candlesticks and candlestick patterns as confirmation as well. Basically, for this Australian New Zealand 15-minute chart, for my trade setups, I will be looking for breakthroughs of support or resistance. Since we are here at the 1.09627 line, I will be looking for a confirmed break above this line, which will be a reversal to an uptrend. And if we have that confirmed break, then I would enter into a buy. Or if we have a confirmed break below this same line, I would be looking to get into a sell. Now notice that there's a large gap between the next lines of support and resistance from 62 to 72. That's only 10 pips, so that's okay. And then, but from 62 down to 46, that's 16 pips. So I do see a line of support and resistance right about here. So I'm going to add another line here. And now we are approaching the next 15-minute period. So I probably wait until the close of this current candlestick before I actually entered into a buy or a sell. And like I said, we've got about 2 minutes before the next 15-minute period starts and when the Tokyo market opens. So I would definitely wait for the close of the current candle before I would even think about entering into a trade. Now looking at my Australia and New Zealand, and I see we've already entered into a new 15-minute period. The major trend is the uptrend, and the current trend is the downtrend. But we're having a little consolidation or market uncertainty right now. So, but I'm seeing that we're about to enter into an uptrend, possibly. So we'll wait to see what's going to happen. Now on the Australian, New Zealand, looks like the market wants to reverse, but I don't have confirmation of the reversal back to an uptrend. So I would be looking for, we have the break above the 1.09627 line, but for confirmation, I want to see the stochastic at 50 and rising before I would enter into a buy. To enter into a sell, I'd need a break below the 0.9627 and the stochastic below 50. Now looking at the Australian JPY, the overall trend, the major trend has been an uptrend, but looks like tight consolidation. So at this point, I wouldn't enter into a trade on this chart. And the same here. For the British pound JPY. Looking at the USD JPY, I'd be looking for a trade setup. I'd be looking for a break above the 109.577 and stochastic above 50. Oops. for a sell, I'd be looking for the break below the 109,511 and stochastic below 40, below 50 and dropping. So on the Australian New Zealand 15-minute chart, I have the major trend as an uptrend, and now it looks like the current trend is now an uptrend. So we are above the 109,627 line, and we have the stochastic above 50. So I'm just looking for some candlestick movement in the positive upward direction, which we are beginning to get. My risk-reward ratio is 1-to-1, and my pip value is going to be 20 cents per pip. On the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar 15-minute chart, my trade setup now is looking for a break below the 1.09562, at which point I would enter into a sell. The stochastic is below 50 and appears to be dropping, so that would be confirmation for me. I won't enter on this current candlestick because we've got 30 seconds to the next 15-minute period. But I see the downtrend, the down bearish candlesticks on both the 1 hour and the 30-minute charts. So, and that is carrying over here onto the 15-minute chart. So we have the breakthrough, and I am going to adjust my stop loss and take profit. So now I'm going to finish up the labeling of my charts. Breakthrough, support, 109.562. Stochastic at 45 and dropping. Indicating continued downtrend. The major trend is uptrend, and the current trend is downtrend. So I had a sell at 109.561. My take profit at 109.7. No, 109.470. And my stop loss at 1.09661. I'm going to adjust that so it can be for an even 10 pips. And we're frozen again. Okay. So now I'm just going to move these around a bit. So that they can be seen easily. Okay, so now we'll have a print screen for this. And put that in my journal. So I'm checking back on my Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar trade, and that is close to take profit. So I am actually going to move my stop loss up to protect the pips that I've already gained. The stochastic looks like it could go further. So I will move the take profit down a little further. Okay, well, it took me out already. Okay, so we are on the British Pound JPY 50. Stop